Hey everybody, how's it going? This is your girl Marissa, and I am back to do a do-over of my best video ever on my channel, which is my baked crabs that I did. I used the recipe that Rosie from I Heart Soul or I Heart Recipes did, and I love that recipe, and a lot of you guys did it. Today I'm coming back to kind of change it a little bit and show you an update version that I do now. I am, instead of using Cajun seasoning, I'm using American Cajun seasoning, or the South Cajun seasoning. I am using Jamaican Cajun seasoning, which I call jerk seasoning. I know a lot of you guys know about jerk seasoning. Because of jerk chicken, and we also have jerk pork, and you pretty much can jerk anything you really want to. Okay, so this is the mild one from Walker's Wood. You can use any jerk seasoning. You can even make the homemade one yourself. The first ingredient I'm going to put, instead of putting some of the other ingredients that I did in my first video, and if you didn't see the first video that has 20,400 I think and 67 views and counting, please check that video out. It was so I had so much fun doing it, and I think you guys really got to understand that you don't have to boil your crab, you can bake it. I didn't even know that up to that point. I found that out by looking at Rosie's video, and since then I've just been baking my my crab. So the recipe usually goes for a pound of crab. I have a little bit more than a pound, plus I have 2 crab legs. It also says that you should use 1/4. This is approximately 1/4 that I have left in here, but since this is all the olive oil I have left, I'm going to use it. And then if I need any more, I have more to use. But I think this should be enough, at least for my taste. So what I would do if I was you, say like you were cooking more crabs, I would just kind of do it to your taste and add, first initially do the 1/4, add your seasonings and stuff, and then go with your gut feeling on what you think or what you like to taste more of. If you want more olive oil, go with that. If you want to use the seasonings that I'm using, like the garlic powder and the onion powder, and you want to use more of that, go with that. If the jerk seasoning, if you feel like you want more jerk seasoning than I am showing you on here, go with that. So as I said, this is the onion powder that I'm using. I'm also going to use some garlic powder. I was looking for my minced garlic, but it looked like we ran out and my family member didn't tell it to me. So I'm just going to use the next best thing. I just have to shake this up a little bit. And again, I'm just pouring it the way I like it and pouring it to taste. Okay, now we're going to use some of the jerk seasoning. I have a tablespoon right here. Let me write some of the seasoning got on it. I have a tablespoon right here. I'm not using the full tablespoon, which can't even fit. What are you thinking, Miss Marissa? Okay. I don't, oh, okay, I have the little spoon over here. And let me just wash it since I'm putting it in. And I'm wiping off the spoon as well, you guys, because I want to make sure that it doesn't get contaminated. Okay, so this is a tablespoon. And this is the amount that I'm eyeballing it. I'm going to put, and it's about a tablespoon if I haven't spread it all over the spoon. So I'm going to put that in. And I'm not going to use this spoon, but I'm going to use the I'm sorry, this was a teaspoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon now and go over with my mixture. And like I said in the first video, a little bit goes a long way when doing this sauce. Don't let the little bit of sauce fool you. This is a lot of sauce to put over the crabs, because remember, you're putting it on the shell as well as the mouth part right here of the crab. And this part right here of the crab is the meat part that you're really going to taste most of the seasoning on, because you're going to crack the crab and then probably dip it in butter like myself. So that should be enough, but I want to see if it's too strong or if I need salt or anything. I'm thinking I don't, because the onion powder has salt and also the garlic powder has salt, and the jerk seasoning should have some salt too. Oh, and I'm right. Don't need salt at all. It's actually a little too salty for me. So I might not use all of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my my tool that I used to put all the seasoning over there, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and see how much I want to put on there. Okay. Now here's the tool that I use for the crabs. I forgot the name of it, but it's a tool that here, let me just show you guys. And this is the tool that I slithered the sauce on it. You guys know what I'm saying. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the crab, and you guys will see how I'm doing it. I'm trying not to put too much on it because I don't want it to be over spicy or over salty when I use it, because I'm still going to use make my butter mixture, and I want to be able to enjoy it. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just slithering a little bit of the sauce and the olive oil mixture on it. I'm not trying to overdo it, just trying to make sure that the mixture gets on everything. And if you can see, I'm just doing it over the shells right now, making sure that I get them all together. And then I'm going to go over the meat part and put it on. And I'm just taking my time and putting the mixture on. Okay, and there I go, putting it inside just lightly, because again I'm going to be putting butter, and in the butter I'm going to be putting the garlic powder, some of the same recipes that I already used on here. So I'm trying to be mindful of that. The mixture smells good, by the way. That olive oil is really, really, really coming through. Okay. And here's one of the king crabs. I got mine from the grocery store. Got them both from the same place. And as you guys probably know, most of you at least, who eat seafood, king crab can be a bit expensive. But this wasn't too bad. And I think it has to do with the packaging and the size of king crab that they gave. So everything looks really pretty now. This is the seasoning that I have left. I don't have any real need for it, so I'm going to just throw it away because I won't be using it again since it's already on. Oh, I'm sorry, I will have need for it. I'm supposed to put this in. I'm so sorry, you guys, forgive me. I'm supposed to put it in the oven at I think it's 400, and for 10 minutes it's supposed to bake like this. Then I'm supposed to take it and turn it over and put the rest of the remaining seasonings on it. Because I use a jerk seasoning and I know how potent the jerk seasoning is, I'm going to play it by ear and see if I want to put any more of the seasoning on it or I just want to turn it over. So, you know, again, it's by taste. It depends on what you can deal with and how much heat it is that you like in your food. Okay, so I believe it is 400, but when I come back and it's all done, I'll let you know how much I set my oven to. I already have something in the oven on 350, so I'll just have to probably set it to the 400, but I'll let you know. I have to check back on my own recipe to see. So I'll be back. Okay.